What to do if your wife doesn't trust you? My name is Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation, and I'm going to give you some straight talk here. I'm not hearing from you that your wife never trusted you, that when you got married she didn't trust you. Because if that's the case, then either you're totally not trustworthy or she's incapable of trust. But typically what happens is that we go into our marriages with conscious and unconscious expectations, some of which are valid, others are not. The two that are valid, that are the most important, are the expectations for expanding love, that the love that you felt the first time just grows every day. It gets better and better. Most people don't think about it, much less articulate this. It's a subconscious expectation. It's why we get married, because we want to be in that place of unconditional love. Isn't it so? The other expectation is that we want to be happier every day of our lives. We don't believe that marriages are supposed to get less happy or be mundane. We have a rightful expectation that we become happier, but we don't talk about it. We certainly don't plan for it. Neither husband nor wife, neither you nor your wife, sat down and said, both of us really want the same thing. We want to be happier, and we want ever-increasing love. And what should we do to make that happen? It's almost like people get married as if they're getting on a ride at Disneyland, and they just wait to see how it goes, which is very unrealistic. Totally normal in our society, but very unrealistic. So what is trust all about? Trust, or a lack of it in this case, is all about unspoken, unconsidered, unthought about expectations not being met. Now, in some cases, you cheated on your wife, or you texted somebody, or who knows what. Maybe you went to a massage parlor, maybe she found out you went to a strip club with some friends, or got drinking, who knows. Those things are a real problem because it defines your lack of commitment to your wife and your marriage. I'm speaking in more general terms, and you want to know what to do about it, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to do about it. You need to learn about marriage. You need to learn how to fulfill your wife's expectations, because that's what you promised her when you got married. And you might be saying, well, what about her fulfilling mine? There's not enough sex, there's no hugs, there's no kisses, constant complaining, bitching and moaning, blah, blah, blah. So it's interesting, because a lot of people who are so-called experts say it takes two to tango. You both have to make it happen. But that's not the case. What's accurate, and you know it's accurate because it's accurate in every relationship, is if you put the energy into your marriage, there will be an equal and positively opposite reaction to that. That's common sense. But you have to know how to do that. You need to know what to do. And that's why you subscribe to this channel, so you can learn. It's free. Maybe that'll be enough. If it's not enough, then you need to get one of my books, which really lays out marriage like it should be laid out, where you can understand it, where everything makes common sense, where everything that you read is backed up by a principle. And you can argue it, but you'll find out that your argument won't work. But let's say you're one of the few unfortunates whose marriage is really sliding towards divorce. I say few. The truth is, over 50% of all marriages fail. And they start with things like this. But maybe you're not. It's sort of like a gradual thing. It starts going downhill, and then bam, you go downhill really fast. So if you're not on that fast track yet, the books will work. But if you're on the fast track, I truly suggest that you get the Marriage Foundation course for men, because it will help you get really focused on things in a prioritized manner that will help you save your marriage. So that's it. I hope you remember what I said in the first part. If not, go back and listen again, because it has to sink in that a lack of trust is based on her experience of you. And unless you change, her experience of you is not going to change. You can't hypnotize her or manipulate her into thinking differently than how she's receiving information and translating it. And you may have all the excuses in the world for what you did or what you said, blah, blah, blah. But that doesn't work, and you know that. If you really want changes in your marriage, you individually have to change without wanting your wife to change. You can't have that get in the way of the effort that you put into changing yourself in order to achieve the two great promises of marriage: happiness and love. God bless.